One of the most important aspects of job site productivity is the safe and efficient movement of material. Because of the mobility of rough terrain telescopic handlers and their lifting capacity and lifting heights, operators must be properly trained to ensure safety. In the U.S., OSHA regulations require that forklift operators in the construction, shipyard, and cargo handling industries and in general industry be trained and evaluated and judged to be competent before being permitted to operate a forklift. This video is intended to inform new telescopic handler operators and remind experienced operators of the most important aspects of operating safely. Safety standards around the world use this safety alert symbol to highlight safety concerns. This symbol will be used in this video for the same purpose, along with two signal words to emphasize the seriousness of certain hazards. Danger denotes a very hazardous situation or condition with a high probability of death or serious injury if proper precautions are not taken. Warning denotes a hazardous situation or condition that may result in death or serious injury if proper precautions are not taken. Watch for this symbol. It will also be seen on warning decals on machines and in one of the most important documents for safe operation of a telescopic handler, the Operator's Manual. The Operator's Manual is an essential part of the machine. If it's missing, contact your dealer or the manufacturer to obtain a replacement. Safety is every operator's responsibility. Taking charge of safety means working with the right attitude, proper personal protective equipment, and with a machine properly prepared for the job. Always read the operator's manual before operating any piece of equipment. Telescopic handlers should be inspected daily before being used. Users should verify that a warning tag has not been placed on the unit by a previous operator. Load charts and safety decals are in place and legible. No safety switches or safety devices have been bypassed. There are no loose components, cracked welds, or fluid leaks. That the machine, including the forks, has not been modified. The condition of the tires is good, which is critical for safe operation. Look for cracks and cuts. Refer to the operator's manual for proper inflation pressures. If the tires require ballast, be sure they are filled to the proper level. A daily inspection is essential to ensure safe operation. Never check for hydraulic leaks with your hands. Pressurized hydraulic fluid can penetrate the skin and cause serious injury. Instead, use a piece of cardboard when checking for leaks. Check for proper fluid levels prior to operation. To avoid fires, don't fill the fuel tank with the engine running, near an open flame, or when smoking. Know where fire extinguishers are kept on the worksite. Walk around the worksite to see the conditions that may be encountered while moving material. Most important, check for overhead wires and their height compared to the machine's lift height and the load's height. Contact with electric power lines is extremely dangerous and will very likely result in serious injury or death. Excavations, grade changes, underground culverts, loose backfill, and fuel supplies stored on site all need to be identified and avoided. Don't take chances. Your well-being and your coworkers are at stake. Handholds and steps are provided for safe access. Always maintain a 3-point contact when climbing on and off the machine. For safe operation, wearing the seatbelt is very important when operating a rough terrain machine. Adjust the seat and seatbelt for comfort before starting the engine. Establish a safe routine to follow when starting the machine. Be sure that the transmission lever and other control levers are in neutral. The parking brake is applied. The fork carriage is resting on the ground. The mirrors are properly adjusted. And no one is standing between the wheels and the frame, or in front of or behind the machine. Check completely around the machine. If the batteries are low and cannot start the engine, consult the operator's manual for the recommended jump-starting procedure. Most machines cannot be started by pushing or towing, and batteries can explode, which is why it's important to consult the operator's manual. Run through the machine's functions to verify proper operation before moving the telescopic handler. Check the machine's steering functions. Start slowly and test the brakes and steering. Operate the machine carefully and smoothly without jerky movements, which could cause the load to shift or fall off. Scan the travel path for people, machines, and hazards. Keep coworkers away from the load when lifting. Never allow riders. They could fall off or be injured by moving parts of the machine. Surface conditions, operating on inclines, and tire pressures can also affect stability, along with dynamic forces such as acceleration, braking, and turning. Stay to the right on construction roads. In congested areas, the operator should increase scanning for potential hazards. Be aware that an unloaded telescopic handler traveling on the work site will tip over to the side easier than a loaded